Well, today's the day I try out my new saw blade. This thing is, it fits my 7-inch saw. It's good for granite, hard materials. Can be used wet or dry. About $100, so hopefully it works out. I've separated out from my last trip some of the mixed metals. They're all very heavy, it's not very big, but that's just over a pound. This one was in a previous video. Very neat rock. When I say it was in the previous video, I was wondering if it was 10 or 15 pounds. This scale tops out at 11 and a half, and it's got nowhere else to go, so it's over 11 and a half pounds anyway. And one other rock I thought was cool that I will not be cutting is this one. You can see a plate of silver holding a little rock attached to the bigger one. The plate of silver runs across here. I don't know if you can see it with this camera, but the blue down and through is bismuth. There's more bismuth in here. So a very, very interesting rock, and that one I'm just going to put on a shelf. Love it. Alright, so I have cut some rocks, and there's definitely silver in the majority. Got some interesting slices. I do like the ones that are a mix of calcite and silver. But looking at the blade itself, my new blade, the teeth on it are causing a bit of grief. My previous blade was this one, and it's smooth. What's happening is when I put the rock against the glide and push it through, it cuts really nicely, but right at the very end it will it'll catch the last little bit of rock and try to pull my slice through, and sometimes it breaks it, and you can see down in here I get little fragments, and it seems a shame. Some of these are just rocks, so it doesn't matter, but some, like this one here, is silver. So I'll have to sort through those and figure it out. But what I'll do is have some fun. I'll cut a few rocks. I've got this one to finish up, and if I just get in the sunlight, it's not much sun, but a nice thick vein through here. It's an interesting rock in that this here has a mix of silver and rock. This one, it's more, I don't know if we can see it, a little bit of vein and some other silver coming through. And this is a different color again, with, looks to me the vein crosses through this way, and then it got into some of the other rock. But anyway, I'm going to slice that one a bit more. But the amazing thing is, on the outside, it's very difficult to see that it has anything in it other than it's got some weight and just a few little a few little ridges, like this ridge right in here, that is the silver. This ridge here, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I'll cut it, and then I've got one here which is quite ugly as a mixed metal, but I think if I can cut it on an angle and allow it to stand up, it'd be kind of cool. This one, you can see the cobalt on it. I've already sliced it. Definitely some silver in there, but not a lot. Not a lot. I'll do a couple more cuts on it and see what comes out of that. This one, for its size, is very light, but I'll do a cross section on it. This is one that I've talked about before, and I can definitely, in where it broke, right in here, I can see cobalt. I can't see any silver really to speak of, except maybe a couple little specks in this vein here. And then one of the heavy green rocks. This one's about, I don't know, 7 pounds. So I'll put a slice on that, and I'll see what's inside. Alright, so very quickly, I made a mistake and didn't have the camera on when I started slicing. So I'll start it up and do some more. But the green rock is looking quite good. This rock here, I did put one slice into it, and there wasn't much coming through. There's a little bit of silver there, but not much. Where I am seeing maybe a bit more is further inside. I think that's a plate in through here, but I'm going to have a restriction. Probably won't be able to cut that far, because on my blade itself, on my saw, I can go up to about that height, and otherwise when I run it through, when I slide it through, it'll jam. So that's the problem using a 7-inch. This one came out, yeah, somewhat nicely. I can see a vein in through here, and mixed metal through the rest, but little dots of silver everywhere. I took a thinner slice off of it, and the vein is on both sides, and it stands up nicely. So for a thin piece, it did stand up. There we go. And this one, again, as expected, mixed metal on the inside, but at least it stands up. There was the piece I cut off. This one needs maybe another cut into it. Let's see what happens. Anyway, let's get at her.